Hey everybody, today we're going to go over lesson 7.4, transformations of exponents and logarithms. The first thing you want to do is glue in our first paper, which is exponential transformations. Make sure you're grabbing that one and not the logarithmic, which we'll talk about later. So just to remind you, the parent function, when we're talking about our basic parent function for an exponential function, is f of x is equal to b raised to the x power. Now, the transformations we're going to talk about, I'm not going to go over these examples in depth because these are exactly the same as what we've done before. We still have horizontal translations and vertical translations, reflections over x or over y, and then horizontal and vertical stretches and shrinks. So again, these transformations work exactly the same as for other functions we've studied. That means that vertical transformations are outside. Remember, those affect the entire function. And then horizontal transformations are inside with x. And in the case of these exponential transformations, inside with x means in the exponent itself, because that's where x is. So they're in the exponent. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of specific examples. So in these examples, what we want to do is describe the transformation. All right, so we're going to describe the transformation. This first example, we're starting with f of x is equal to 1/2 to the x power. And our g of x, our transformed function, is negative 1/2 to the x power and then minus 4. So the first thing we want to do is to identify our transformations. So the very first thing that is different between f of x and g of x is this negative sign. And remember that a negative sign, when it's outside, is a reflection over the x-axis. So you could pause the video and look back at your glue-in if you need to get a little more information about that. But it is a reflection over x. The next thing that I see that's different between the original and transformed functions is this minus 4. Again, on the outside. So this is going to affect vertical, and because it's negative, it's going to go down by 4. All right, example number 2. I know I've only shown you one example, but I feel like you guys have seen these transformations many times before. I would like you to pause the video and see if you can figure this one out. So we're starting with 2 raised to the x power. That's our f of x. And our g of x is 4 times 2 raised to the x plus 3 power. Now again, remembering that inside with x means in the exponent. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can identify these transformations. Okay, so the first transformation that we come to is this 4 out in front. So that is going to be a vertical stretch by 4, by a factor of 4. The second thing that's different is plus 3. That's up there in the exponent with x, and we said that that means it's horizontal. So we are horizontal inside opposite, HIO. A plus 3 actually moves us to the left by 3. Stop the video for a second, let these examples sink in, refer back to your table if you need to.